Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Michael King, back again with another video. So in today's video, I'm going to analyze the GBPUSD, and you can see this GBPUSD on the monthly time frame. And using ICT concept, I'm going to explain to you what to expect on GBPUSD. So from the monthly time frame, price went all the way down here, a little bit of retracement, and our price coming down. So overall, on GBPUSD on the monthly time frame is bearish until price can go above this high right here. We'll keep on having the assumption that this is a bearish market. So with that being said, if we look at what is happening to GBPUSD on the monthly time frame, you can see that this price went all the way up and price is currently going down right here. So this is likely to keep going down until price go all the way lower than this low right here. But this on the monthly time frame, so it might be up to 6-7 months before price can get here. Yeah. So that being said, I'm looking at this current low right here for GBPUSD, and this is likely to be the target right here, this low. So price is likely to go all the way down here. I might see a little bit of upward movements before price will keep going all the way down. So with this idea or with this bias on GBPUSD, I'm going to switch to the smaller time frame so that we can filter out how we can keep on selling until price eventually get to this point right here. So now looking at GBPUSD on the weekly time frame, you can see that price have been going all the way down and it will keep going down until price gets here. That is my bias. So if your price is going to go up, well, that is your bias. But me right here, I'm looking at GBPUSD and I'm having the bias that price is going to keep going down. If you look at this candle right here, this pin bar right there, I know that some people might have feel like as if price is going to keep going up, but we as ICT traders, we understand that this is just like another block, and we had a fair value gap right here. We have a fair value gap right here. I'm going to insert a object so you can see the fair value gap. So this is a fair value gap right here. So the normal traders might think that price is going to start this was a pin bar, but I know that price is going to go up a little bit and price is going to start falling, because the reason why price is likely to go up is just because of price wants to fill this gap. If you watch my last week video, I explained it on my video. So this, I'm going to put the last week analysis video on my description so that people that want to see that we I'm very good at predicting GBPUSD. So if you look at that video, you see that I called out this as a fair value gap, and the moment price went up to this level, what do you see? We're having a pin bar now. So it means for the next week or next 2 weeks, we are going to have consecutive bearish candles. I'm saying this now, and 3 weeks from now, you're gonna be like Michael said that. So now coming all the way to the 1 hour time frame, I want to just do a little bit explanation of what price actually did. Okay, so this should be around the period of last 2 weeks when we saw that pin bar. When price went all the way up, you can see that price was trying to go to this fair value gap. This fair value gap is from the weekly time frame. That is this level right here. I want to quickly show you guys again this fair value gap right here. So that's what we're looking at. So if you look at the 1 hour time frame, you can see that when price was going up, what do you see? Price was making a series of, as I period right here, I was buying, yes, but the moment price entered the fair value gap, I stopped buying and I stayed at the sideline waiting for a break of structure. So if you look at this point right here, this was the current low right here. So the moment price broke this place, I'll be saying, okay, yes, this is a continuation of a downtrend. So as you can see, prices have been falling. So I'm going to give you guys an idea of how you can join this trade, because we all know that price is going to keep on falling until price gets to this weekly low right here. And this bearish candle right here is a confirmation that yes, price likely to keep going down until price gets to this low right here. That's the confirmation. So now, if we already have a directional bias, that is, we already know a likely place that price is likely to head towards. Let me see if it's possible for us to see the line on the weekly time frame. I'm on the 1 hour time frame, I mean. So let me see if it's possible for us to see that line. I'm gonna try and keep, okay, yeah, perfect. So this is the line right here. So it means if we're having a bias that price is likely to keep falling all the way to this point, how do we hop into this trade so that we'll be able to enter at the right time, that's the right entry, and also the right exit? So I know that for some traders that could be long-term trader, they might want to sell at this point right here, somewhere around here, and put their TP at this point right here. But I'm not a long-term trader. But that doesn't mean that you don't have to be a long-term trader. Of course, you can be a long-term trader. So I'm just going to do right now is I'm going to show you the entry point I'm going to be looking at to selling GBUSD this week. I'm going to look at the entry points. I'm going to give you guys, So let me expand the chart back. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm trying to look at. So first of all, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to remove this fair value gap because at this point I no longer need it again. Price already filled it. So I'm going to look, because I usually use the 1 hour time frame for my entry. That's where I usually sell or buy. So I'm using 1 hour time frame. By the way, doesn't mean it's the best time frame. It's just my preference. So I always like the 1 hour time frame for entry because I'm not the kind of person that really like to trade on bigger time frames, and I don't really like to trade on smaller time frames. So I just feel 1 hour time frame is just in between. Do you understand? And I love the idea of using a smaller stop loss like 10, 15 pips or 20 pips maximum. So now I'm looking forward to selling GBUSD since I know where price is likely to head towards. So with that being said, I'm going to spot out or point out. So I'm going to look at to sell GBUSD. So the first look at we have is right at this level right here. Right at this level right here. Fair value gap. I might be looking forward to sell at this point, but I strongly doubt price might want to pull up to this point right there, because the moment price break this high, I might be wrong on my bias of price coming all the way down to this point right here. So it means I'm looking forward to here being a major level to show that this is a significant level for price to keep going down. So I don't expect price to go higher than this, but price might want to go higher than this and head to this and keep going down. So anyway, I'm just going to make sure that I observe the way price move. Remember, we don't decide where the market go, the market decide where it wants to go. So as a trader, there's a need for us to know that we are trying to trade what the market is showing us. So it means if price should break this high right here, this is my last line of defense or last line for me to sell GBUSD. If price keep going higher than this, it means my bias is wrong and we are likely to see price keep going a little bit higher. But with this candle right here, I strongly doubt price will be able to go above this high right here, because this is a pin bar that is in line with what? The trend. So that being said, another place I'm looking forward to selling GBUSD is at this gap right here. So I'm going to insert an object right here. I'm looking forward to selling GBPUSD at this gap. It's kind of small, but it's still a gap. If you check this on your chart right here, you see that this is a tiny gap. Now this level right here is also another place I'm likely to sell GBPUSD. That is, I want price to go up to this point right here and price to go all the way down. So I'm going to give you guys an idea of how I enter my trades, because some people might be saying that okay, if you want to trade this gap or if you want to trade this gap, how do you enter? So I don't like place a limit order at this point. Of course, people do that a lot. Some people can do something like this. They can just place a limit order right here, then they can put their stop loss right at this point right here. But looking at this potential loss I tend to make, like I said, I'm not the kind of person like using a high stop loss. I like the idea of using 10 pips or 20 pips. So what I do most times is, I'm going to show you guys an example of how I trade. But what I do most times is when price gets to this kind of zones, I filter to the 15 minutes time frame to see if I can get an entry point. So I'm going to quickly do a quick explanation showing you guys how I trade. For example, if you look at this fair value gap right here, this fair value gap right here, I traded it. I will also send you a screenshot of my trade when I took this trade and when I took the trade. So during this period, we had a fair value gap here and here, right? So what I did was I filtered it all the way down to the 15 minutes time frame. So this was the fair value gap right here. This was the fair value gap right here. So now we add this other block right here, right? So what I actually did was I just drew a line at the beginning of the other block right at this point. So I was waiting to see price pierce this other block. As you can see, exactly when price pierced it, I saw this bearish candle which stand as a possible probability that okay, price likely to start heading higher. So for those who are students of ICT, you understand that when we have a other block like this, which could be consecutive bullish candle or just only one, you can have something like this. We don't expect price to go higher than the other block, right? That's what it taught us. I can't really remember the episode, but this is what it taught us, that we don't expect price to go higher than this. So what I did was actually placing a stop loss at this point right here. Then I put I put a stop order as at this point right here. Then I put my take profits. I was aiming for 30 pips and something like 60 pips. So that was how I was able to make a total of 90 pips. I will send this picture of my trade as evidence that this is how I trade. So it means I'm likely to repeat the same thing again if price can show me an entry point right at this level right here. If I can see an entry point right at this level right here, I'll be looking forward to selling GBPUSD. That is my first target to sell. Now if you look at this right here, let me try and show you guys something entertaining, something very interesting. This is another block right here for GBPUSD, another block. So what I'm expecting price to do is I am expecting price to keep rising and get to this other block and maybe pull up all the way to this fair value gap. But I don't think it will go higher than this point right here. So once I see price at this level right here, I'll be, if I can see a confirmation candle, a bearish candle, I can go ahead to sell. Yeah. So if price ignore all this and keeps going up, then I know that the likely place that price of GBPUSD is likely to head towards is at this level right at this point right here. It means if price can leave all these zones, then price is likely to head towards here. So right at this point too, I'm still looking for a sell setup. I can come all the way down to the 15 minutes time frame. Then I'm going to observe closely and see what price is going to do around here. So that being said, that is all for my GBPUSD analysis. If you do enjoy, please hit that like button. Also share to your friends, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.